Hey y'all, this is perfect. Oh my God, it started raining a few minutes ago, and I just was like, oh wow, how wonderful. Got a nice little quiet storm outside. It's not a storm, it's just rain. And I thought I'd come and talk to y'all real quick. You know, on the internet, you can really run into some very different types of people. And the internet does expose us to a lot of strange people who honestly, their behavior and the things that they do seem as though it goes beyond normal human understanding. So, different people who most of them don't have children. I'd say that God knew exactly what he was doing or she was doing when she didn't give some people kids. I have noticed that different people who are very toxic, right? And these people do influence some people. And I think it's got to be a certain weak minded personality type. You know how, like, those people that somehow can open up their mouth and pure poop comes out of it. And there's some people that literally must eat that poop and they absorb it very easily. And the next thing you know, that person doesn't like you because so and so doesn't like you. Well, I think that those types of people, first of all, they're not powerful, they're just toxic and probably cursed. But what's the deal with these different people? Okay, after you've established, yeah, it's something weird about you, why do they think that if they say it enough, that they're going to somehow influence us to dislike our own children? I really believe that that's what they want to do. I have seen some people on here, and there are people on here that have no children and they have no parental instincts. So they wouldn't even know what it is to be a parent. But parents, let me just break this down. Parents, actual real parents that love their children, they don't care about if Sally Sue doesn't like their kids. They don't care. If you don't like my kids, get the hell out of my face. What is going on with these people that expect for you to turn against your children for them? I mean, a person that would turn on their own kid for people online or even a man, I think that that person lacks the parental instincts, obviously. And then also, you got to be stupid and weak minded. But you know what? I just thought about something. A lot of these religions out here, they sometimes require their followers to turn against their kids. So that's okay. That's one aspect of it. And so, but let's get back to what I was talking about. If you don't like me, if you don't like my children, guess what I'm gonna do? Especially if you're sitting up here trying to make life hell for me, as if you're gonna break down a parent. Like, oh well, like any parent that is given birth, or even whether or not it's a mother or a father, like they're gonna sit up there and say, "Oh my God, these people." It's not cool to have children. I've got to turn on my children. I don't like you anymore because these people that I think I can be their friend if I just say something bad about my kid. What the fuck? Most parents are not going to turn on their child. Now, I have heard of parents turning on their kids. I wouldn't give a fuck. Do what you got to do. Do what you think you can do. But I'm sticking by my family. I'm sticking by my children. And then I would never expect anybody, no matter, even if it's a single parent, like their what do you call that? I think it was like a social experiment. Hey, we got to have more kids to have access to. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have you guys stalk a mother long term. Okay? And we're going to see if we can get her to turn on those kids and give up on her life and give her kids to us cuz they're probably pedophiles or murderers or something. No, it's never going to happen. A real mother is going to fight to the fucking death for her kids. And I understand there's weak-minded ass parents out there. Your parents were probably weak-minded like that. I'm gonna fucking fight to the goddamn death for all of my children. I don't sit around talking about my kids to my sister or my brother. I don't do shit like that, man. Those are your children. You know what? If your kid got a problem, guess what? Even though they're born with their individual personalities, you brought that child into this world. And no matter what, even if it fucking stresses you out, you got to deal with that, don't you? Because that's your creation. You created that child. It don't even matter, even if the father, because, it's still your child. You don't never listen. Fathers can abandon their kids. You, as the mother, you don't ever abandon your children. Ever. It's a lot of people running around here with unhealthy wombs. And so, people that have no children, listen, your social experiment was discovered years ago. It was discovered years ago when you were trying to set up scenarios and then you thought that you were going to make somebody abuse their kids. Like, if you ever have a person running around here talking about your kid is this and your kid is that, that person is purposely trying to fucking cause problems with your child, trying to cause disharmony. You don't let no, I shouldn't even have to tell nobody that. That should be like a no brainer. A person that has never been pregnant for 9 or 10 months and gave birth to a baby that you held in your arms and you said, get the fuck away from my baby. This is my baby. Who's giving birth up in here? I know all four of my babies that I gave birth to from the moment of conception. Them was my babies. There is no way. Oh, I want friends. Oh my God, I have no friends. Are you going to be my friend? If you be my friend, I'll throw my kids under the bus. Who does that? Only somebody bitter. We can be the bestest of buddies in the fucking world. Hey, the moment you start attacking my children, we got a problem. You got a problem, not me. That's how every parent should be. You don't never, ever, ever turn your back on your children. And some parents, as we can see, just their children showing any kind of independent freedom of thought or personality sets them off. Some of these crazy ass parents, they'll be running around here. Oh, well, my kid, they don't want to listen to me. So fuck that kid. You like, You know what? I listen, y'all some different people. I know that when from the moment I gave birth, them when them babies came into this world, I could feel everything. Even when I was away from them. I knew if they was sad, I knew if they was hurt, I knew that they needed me. You don't turn your back on your parent either. But if your parent is stupid and crazy, oh, I want to just hang with you guys. Hey, what about your daughter? Fuck her. We don't like her. Yeah, fuck that bitch. I don't like her either. I don't give a shit. I don't care what me and my kids go through. No matter what we go through. Those are my ride or dies. Those are, you don't ever, and I think a lot of people don't get that. Because in religion, that God, that so called God that's false, hell Lilith, tells you, hey, I'm going to test. Like when you think about how sick religion is, when God, the God of this world, this earth, told who was that, sis? Who was that in the Bible where God said, okay, I'm going to test your faith in me? Murder your child and so people will say, well, actually that was just God testing that dude and he stopped him from murdering him. The fact that God would ask somebody to do that in the first place is fucked up. That's not God. You got to be a fucked up person. And I'm not saying all Christians are fucked up because I know some of y'all just be like, well, Jamila, I don't agree with that. But it's some of these people take it to the extreme. That's why I feel in the next 100 years, religion needs to be phased the fuck out. It ain't doing nothing but creating crazy people. And you know what? It's gonna be a fall. A lot of those crazy ass people that contend with that, they gonna kill themselves and they damn kids. And we're gonna have a new world in about 100 years. Hey, unique. It just seemed like that's why common sense ain't common. I don't give a shit if if God said, Jamila, you have to prove your loyalty to me by doing something horrible to your kids. I'm gonna say, where's Satan? Satan, who is this person that spoke this to me? And do I not have the ability to critically think and to not go against my own intuition? That shit is very uncomfortable too. Nobody want to deal with that, you know? So nobody give a damn if you don't like my kids. I will curse you for that. That's so childish too. Hey, look, I don't like your kids. Are you okay? Like I think you're suffering from some kind of mental illness or something. What adult does that? Hey, I don't like your kids. Oh, well, I love them. So you cannot like them from a distance. You know what I'm saying? And these people will try to sell you as, well, everybody in the world hates your kid. No, everybody in the world don't hate my children. Even if everybody in the world did hate my children, I would take all my babies, my whole family, somewhere where we can't be found. But that's not the reality. Here's the reality. Every child deserves a parent, but every parent don't deserve a child. And thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Hey, bring me. You know, that's so sad, unique. Oh my God. I can't stand that. I always question everything somebody tells me about my children. I question everything. And I always take my kids' side, even if they wrong. People will come to you, hey, your daughter, uh, tore up a piece of paper of mine. Oh, okay. You want another piece of paper? No, I think your kid should be punished. Oh, I think you need to get the hell up out of my fucking face. People be wanting you to throw your whole family under the bus with some shit they done made up. And what I really can't stand is when kids are being normal kids and other adults are sitting around waiting on you to beat your child. Well, are you gonna beat the child? No, I'm not gonna be. Well, spare the rod, spoil the child. Okay, it's time for us to go home. I ain't gonna beat my child for your fucking pleasure. Thank you, sweetie. Most people in this world are stupid and crazy, and I don't follow stupid and crazy people. Now, I don't spoil my children. No, I teach them things, but you know, I'm not gonna do anything drastic to my kid. In fact, I remember growing up and I went to school. And this girl at school just kept starting shit with me. And next thing you know, me and her ended up fighting in the bathroom. And I was a quiet kid. And I had no choice but to fight her. I got suspended with her, which I don't think schools should do that. Right? Especially that I had already reported that she was harassing me. I got in trouble. And I never agreed with this. And I argued with my parents until I was well into my adulthood. I never agreed with that. Why would you punish me? I didn't have a choice but to fight this chick. Well, you got suspended from school. We both got suspended. Duh. Like, was it my fault? Did I have a choice? You're grounded. You're ground. Like, we gotta like, what the hell? Yeah. So I don't care who doesn't like my children. You gonna lose an arm or a leg if you come near my kids. Try to hurt them. Uh-huh. That's the way every parent should be. If every parent was like that, we wouldn't have a bunch of these soulless we wouldn't have a bunch of these soulless hurt people running around here. Oh, I want to hang out with my friends. I ain't know. Oh, being a mother is a drag. I never just leave me alone. And usually the people that I hang around with, to be honest with you, they have children, their mothers, their fathers, they're at home with their children, they're not giving a damn about what no stupid, ignorant person got to say about their children. Most people don't. So why even say it? You're saying that because you're hoping to bring negativity between the parent and the child relationship. That's why they're doing it. I read their minds. Trust me, that's why they're doing it. Because somebody, when they was a kid, turned their mama against them. Your child, I don't know, your child harsh and my mellow. I'm trying to hang out. And your child being too loud. Okay, well, take your ass home then. You ain't got to go home, but you about to get the hell up out of here. Most of the friends that I have, y'all don't really know a lot of the friends that I have that have children. They would never say that to me, like you're weird. Like I had somebody say, well, I don't really like your daughters. Well, get the fuck up out of my face. Me and her ain't been cool since then. Cause she had a jealousy for my daughters. Well, you need to leave then. Bye. Friendship over. No question. I'm not gonna, we don't need to go to friend therapy and I'm not gonna stick by you. I'm not gonna do none of that shit. Y'all gotta watch your kids because people will also try to tamper them. Your kids get disrespect. They be like, I told you your child was disrespectful. And you just need to get that child up. That child need to die or something. That child, like, people are sick. Do not let people do that. There was actually a story not too long ago about these two stupid idiots did a ritual on this woman's kids and shit, her and the friend and shit. Man, people are stupid. People are stupid and they're disconnected from nature. Don't no parent in nature hurt their kid for for no reason, but especially because girl, and it was some kind of stupid exorcism they were doing because supposedly her children were possessed by the devil. People are sick. And I think some people have a tendency to get to become possessed by people like that. And that's what be happening to a lot of y'all parents that be turning on y'all. They be like, and then they be sitting on the phone with your auntie or either they friends, and they be like, let me tell you what I think, girl. Being a parent is not that fucking difficult. It's not. Keep negative people out of your fucking business. For real. So, I'm telling you, the standards have been set really low these days. Okay, y'all. I love you guys. I gotta go. Hug your babies for me. Hug your kids for me. Okay. Love your kids even if they don't. I shouldn't even have to say that. Maybe it's some kind of neurotransmitter coming from outer space again. I don't know. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Blessings. Bye.